Hello, my name is Bevin. I'm hopping right in. One, as a child or even as an adult, have you ever asked a question and been met with the answer of, because I said so? I know I have, and it's not a good feeling. Unfortunately and unintentionally, children and their families often feel like that's the answer they're getting to their questions in a clinical setting. I am so passionate about how child life as a profession emphasizes family centered care through assessment, education, play, etc., because that allows a family to leave the hospital feeling educated and supported. I truly believe that's something everyone deserves. Two, one day while working in the ED as a CLA, I noticed in one of our trauma room, little brother was kind of running around the room, pulling at her shirt, asking a lot of questions, clearly overwhelmed. So I popped in to ask mom if she'd be okay with me bringing him around the corner to play with some Legos. At the beginning of our play session, he was really restless, couldn't really sit still, kept peeking around the corner to see if he could see what was going on, asking a lot of questions about what was happening. And so I just redirected back to the Legos. And the more I engaged him in that, he really just settled, got in a more comfortable sitting position, and engaged in conversation with me more easily. Three. Hi, my name is Bevan. What's your name? Well, it's so nice to meet you. I'm a child life intern here at the hospital, and my job is kind of like a teacher, except I teach you about your body and what's happening while you're here. So today you need something called an IV. I'm going to tell you all about it so that there's no surprises, okay? So the first thing your nurse is going to do is take a big stretchy rubber band and tie it around your arm right here. It's going to feel like a big tight hug, and she's doing that so that she can see your veins better. Your veins are kind of like mailmen, but instead of delivering mail, they deliver blood all throughout your body so that can work. After she ties that rubber band, she might do a little poking, little tapping so that she can see the veins better. It's because sometimes we can see our veins, but sometimes we can feel them because they're bouncy. After that, she's going to take a little wipe and she's going to clean, 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 clean because we don't want any germs. After she cleans your arm, it's time for a little poke. I know that can sound scary, but see my little straw right here? You see that tiny hole in the middle of my straw? That's how tiny, tiny, tiny the poke is, and it's over super fast. And after the poke, your nurse is going to take out the poke part, and all that's going to be left is this little straw in your arm. You won't even be able to feel it. And this straw is going to deliver medicine to your whole body so that you can feel better. So it looks like our nurse is almost ready, but I have a few things we can do while you get your IV today. I have an iPad if you want to play a game or watch a show, or we can hold mom's hand, or we can blow some bubbles together. Do any of those sound good to you? Four. During my time as a CLA, one day our music therapist approached me about one of our long-term patients. This patient was school age, she had no family support, and this music therapist knew that I already had great rapport with this patient. So she asked if I would meet with this patient to help create invitations for an event that this patient was planning and helping host for, of course, herself, but other patients and staff in our big playroom. So of course, we make the invitations and we even make poster-sized invitations to hang all around the big playroom, and the event itself just went absolutely amazing. But there are several reasons why I deem this experience to be of the most value. Number one being just getting to be a part of the team collaboration. It was me as an assistant, that patient's child life specialist, the music therapist, the tech specialist that all played a role in helping support this patient to her goal, which was planning and hosting this event. But also, upon deeper reflection, I realized that the event has so much more meaning than just the actual day. For this patient, it was a way for her to express her interest in who she was and is outside of the hospital and get to have that sense of accomplishment of, wow, like I did that. For me, that value is in, it's almost a light bulb moment of seeing the true depth of child life and the support they're able to provide, not just through medical challenges, but also by building up these developing individuals with their unique personalities and interests. And it showed me the true value in taking the time to listen and care about a patient or their family member's interests, because that is truly what makes them feel seen and heard. Five. As a CLA, I have built great rapport with this team. However, in my new role as an intern, that is a student role. So therefore, my interactions will look vastly different. It is such an important commitment to myself, my preceptors, and the team in its entirety that I can and will uphold the boundaries that are set in place for students because they are there for a reason. My dedication to embracing the student role from the time I walk in to the time I walk out when I complete that internship is so important to me. It's important so that I can get the absolute most out of the experience, ultimately be the best child life specialist that I know I can be for both myself and this team. As far as self-care goes, I plan on practicing self-care in several ways. As I do now, some of my favorites are calling my support system, my family, my friends, if I just need a little brain break or need to talk through something, and also very intentionally spending time doing things that fill up my cup, such as playing with my dog, exercising, reading, hanging out with friends so that I can lay a foundation for a good work-life balance. 6. As a CLA, the most impactful thing that I learned was the skill and importance of adaptability in child life. Each child and situation is so unique, which often requires more creative solutions that are beyond textbook approaches. Throughout my clinical experience, because of that, I was able to really learn and hone in on my own ability to be adaptable. School can seem so very black and white, focusing on clinical theories, which are still extremely important, but the more nuanced reality of my experiences taught me that adaptability is so impactful when it comes to creating those therapeutic relationships and providing the best care possible. 7. You've asked me to pick a distraction item. I would pick Buzzy. Why? Because Buzzy is a distraction you can count on. All reliable, if you will. But the more I have reflected on this question, I have kept going back to my own old reliable, which is my unique on-the-fly creativity. In my camp counselor days, whether my kids were 7 or 17, I learned very quickly how to create a craft, a game, an activity out of little to no resources. I believe that this gift, if it's okay that I call it that, is something that will serve me very, very well as a specialist. Oh my goodness, friend, I am so sorry that my puppet made you feel scared. I have taken him out of the room. He is gone. But I do have another special friend that I think you might really like. Give me 1 second. This is Mr. Mitchell. Say hello. Hello. Is it okay if he helps me explain your IV today? Oh, it is? Oh, perfect. He is just the best. You're going to love him. Friend, I am so, so proud of you. I saw you trying so hard to sit still during that IV. You were so brave. Wait a second. Who is that stuffy over there? I didn't notice him before. What is his name? Oh, this is Puppy. Well, this is my little friend named Buddy. Would Puppy want to play with Buddy for a little bit? Oh, that sounds fantastic. Thank you so much.